Hello and welcome to my video today on Edmodo. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to use Edmodo to create a quiz. Now, the create a quiz feature in Edmodo is one of the best tools Edmodo has to offer for you as a teacher, and I regularly use this for my class to assess their learning on a periodic basis. Now, to do this, simply go to your homepage, and at the top, you'll find obviously your classes on the left-hand side and these four options here. So note, assignment, quiz, and poll. So select quiz and select create a quiz. So the very first thing you want to do is give your quiz a title in relation to the topic that you're teaching. So in this one, I'm going to close this. In this one, I'm going to name this health and safety 1.1. And I'm going to give it a time limit of, let's say, 10 minutes. So there is some general help from Edmodo on how to do this in the help center, and they will give you basically a rundown of how to create a quiz. So the first thing I'm going to do is add a question. Now, Edmodo gives you some question types here. My favorite question types are multiple choice and true or false. I find these the best questions. I find these the best questions to use in terms of assessing the knowledge of students in terms of their retainment of a particular topic. So let's go ahead with the first one, multiple choice. So I'm going to put a slip or trip at work is what type of hazard? Mark. So I can put A. Now I've got my question. I'm going to put my responses. So A, physical. Make sure you get your spelling right. So A, physical. B, mental. C, chemical. So I've got my three responses now. So if B is your right answer, then you need to set that as the correct answer. Don't make the mistake of leaving that, because obviously if the students select that, it will come up as false. So you need to ensure that you've set the correct answer before assigning the quiz. So I'm going to go back to A and set that as my correct answer. So now you're happy with your first question, go ahead and create question number 2 using the plus sign. As you press that, you can see Edmodo will keep the default to multiple choice. I want to change this now to true or false. So I'm going to put my question prompt in here. Health and safety is an important part of any successful business. I've got my question prompt. Again, the response here you need to choose. So I'm going to choose true, as it is an important part of any business. As long as I'm happy with that, I'm going to go on to question 3 and so on. So I've got my questions 1 and 2. Now what you probably want to do is preview the quiz. This allows you to see the quiz from the student's point of view. So I'm going to preview, and this is exactly now how the learners will see it. So I'm going to start quiz, and I can see question 1. A slip or trip at work is what type of hazard? So the student's now thinking, is this physical, is this mental, is this chemical? Okay, this is a physical hazard, so I'm going to click physical. The student is then going to move on to question 2 using these arrows here. Health and safety is an important part of any successful business. True. So what you can use the preview option to do is basically quality check your quiz. Check, are the answers right? Check the spelling grammar. Check the spelling and grammar. Is the spelling and grammar correct? If you're happy with the preview, then you can go ahead and submit the quiz just as the student would. So Edmodo here prompts the student, are you sure you want to end this quiz? Have they answered all their questions? Are their answers selected properly? If they're happy with that, then the student will submit the quiz. Then Edmodo gives them a breakdown of the quiz, times, questions, and time taken. The learner then has the option to view results. Now you can take this option off if you want to feed back to the student directly. You can take the view results option off. I don't do that because I want my students to see the results instantly, to give them that instant engagement with the lesson. So I'm going to go to view results, and I can see, fantastic, yay, I've got all the questions right, questions 1 and 2. So I'm happy with that. So is there any spelling or grammatical errors? No, there's not. I'm happy with the quiz. I'm going to end preview. So obviously, 2 questions is probably not going to be enough for your quiz. You're probably going to create obviously 5 to 10 or even more questions depending on the type of assessment. So let's say I'm happy with that. So I'm going to put a little bit about this quiz to the learner. So this quiz tests your retainment on lesson 3. Please answer all questions. So, right, I'm happy with that now. So I've got that information there, and I'm happy that the students will understand the quiz and the quiz questions. So once I've done that, you can also print the quiz if you want a paper copy of it. But once I've done that, I'm going to go to done. And now Edmodo is going to ask me for a due date. So I want the due date next week. And it's going to ask me, who do I want to send this to? So I want to send this to my health and safety class. And then I just simply click send. So now my students who are connected to that class will see that quiz and could go ahead and start the quiz. A great feature of this, and as long as you add this to the gradebook, you should be able to see this quiz within the progress tracker for that group. So let's go to health and safety. And yeah, fantastic. I can see that now that quiz is being progress tracked. So when students come to class and they start that quiz, I can see what learners have finished the quiz and what score they got from the question. So that's a fantastic feature to have, and that will accumulate to their ongoing progress score throughout the tasks of that unit. So go ahead and give it a try. It's a fantastic tool to use, and it's absolutely free. So let me know your thoughts on this video. Thank you for watching.